It's Broadway Boxing from the Manhattan Center in New York City. Well, we promised you an explosive evening here at ringside at the start of the night. Will we have another upset? Dmitriy Salita and Shad Howard square off in our main event. Bob Popple along with Brian Adams and Steve Farhood on a wild night. Can Shad Howard do what Marcos Primera did to Curtis Stevens and pull off the upset?
Whoa, what a double dip that would be.
He definitely had the opportunity to. As you see him walk into the ring now, he just arrived, which means Dmitriy Salita had no idea if he was fighting. He couldn't get mentally focused. So it's a great opportunity for Shad Howard. We'll see what happens.
Took it on one day's notice, did not arrive in New York City until the evening, was whisked here to the Manhattan Center. He last fought on May the 19th in Albany, New York, knocked out in the first round by Wayland Willingham. That was at 140 pounds. StubHub brings you Tale of the Tape.
Well, the numbers may look similar, but what you have to understand about Shad Howard, 144, 3 fights ago he weighed 130. So he is the smaller guy in this matchup.
He has been knocked out 4 times in his career. Neil Wright, Ray Sanchez, Isaac Mendoza, and Willingham. Dmitriy Salita last fought on March the 18th in Atlantic City, an 8-round draw against Ramon Montano.
It was highly competitive. Most ringside observers felt Dmitry lost that fight. He escaped with a draw.
Well, the question with Salita has always been the level of opposition that's in front of him.
Exactly. And he spoke to me and the producer Dan Myers yesterday. Made some interesting comments that I touch on later during the action.
Fighting out of Brooklyn, New York, Star of David, Dmitriy Salita. For the formal introductions, once again our ring announcer Joe Antonacci.
Boxing fans, welcome to DeBella Entertainment and HD Net's Broadway Boxing, presented by StubHub from the Grand Ballroom at Manhattan Center. This bout is promoted by DeBella Entertainment and sponsored by StubHub, where fans buy and sell tickets, by HBO Sports, and by the Connecticut Defenders, Connecticut's hometown team. This bout is sanctioned by the New York State Athletic Commission. Ron Scott Stevens, chairman, Bob Manji, Mike Pascal, deputy commissioners at ringside. Our physicians at ringside, Dr. Linda Dahl, Dr. Michael Strauss, and Dr. Stephen Gelfman. And our timekeeper at the bell, Mr. Clarence McMillan. Boxing fans, this is our main event of the evening. 10 rounds of action, welterweight division. Our judges overseeing our main event, Bob Gilson, Robert Perez, and Louis Rivera. Our referee for this bout, Pete Santiago. Introducing first in the blue corner, he comes to us tonight all the way from Russellville, Missouri. He weighed in at 146 pounds. He wears black trunks with white trim. Professional record, 12 victories, 7 defeats, 3 draws, and 6 knockouts. Please welcome Shad Howard. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, he comes to us tonight from Brooklyn, New York. He also weighed in at 146 pounds. He wears blue trunks and white trim. Professional record, 24 victories, no defeats, 1 draw, and 14 knockouts. Please welcome Dmitry, Star of David, Salita. Referee Pete Santiago with our instructions.
All right, boxers, I explained the rules to both of you guys. Going on the New York State Athletic Commission rules, okay? I expect a clean fight from both of you guys, okay? Respect my commands at all times. Good luck and shake hands.
You know what you gotta do.
All right, we're set. 10 rounds welterweights. Dmitriy Salita and Shad Howard. Quite a 24-hour span for Howard.
Good.
Hope they gave him some peanuts on the plane.
So he's in pretty good shape. He had not fought from May of 2004 until January of 2006. Salita comes right out with a right hand.
So that means he should be well rested.
He's been busy this year. This is his 5th fight here in 2006 for Howard.
Much more aggressive Salita to start. Last fight he was knocked down twice in the first round. He'd like nothing better to score a 1-round knockout tonight.
Well, as I said, we spent some time with Dmitry, me and producer Dan Myers yesterday, right after the weigh-in. And he's a very intelligent young man. And he made an observation about his own career. He said it's hard to get motivated. And when he's not motivated, his performance always shows. Beautiful lead right hand. And I can relate to exactly what he's saying. You may think you're focused, but if you have things that's hampering you mentally, when you get in the ring, it's hard to really be focused.
All right, for the fans out there watching, I'm gonna throw out the fans question for you, as it was coming via email. Now, fans that are watching, if they had that attitude at their job, they'd have to switch their job. I mean, this is what he's getting paid to do, is to box, and this is the life that he's chosen. Fans wouldn't want to hear that excuse.
No, exactly, but they have to understand. Listen, you have bad days. Even at work, you have a bad day at work. You have a bad day in boxing, it just follows you more. And people judge you on that one instant, as opposed to looking at the overall picture. He was not focused in, what, 2-3 performances? How many bouts does he have thus far in his measure? 25? So, I mean, the other 22 bouts, what happened? He was focused. He went about business. You have to understand, yes, it's a job, but in boxing, we just get criticized more so. He just got hit with a nice right hand, though.
Well, I'll buy what you're saying.
He should walk in A-Rod's shoes for a day.
Oh. I'll buy what you're saying, Brian, but the thing is, he's not Bernard Hopkins. He's not Sugar Ray Leonard. He hasn't accomplished anything yet major in the sport. If you want to have an off day or you want to be unmotivated when you're at that level, it's one thing. But he's still looking to not only win, but win and make a statement, which is what prospects need to do.
And he's gone out here in round 1, Brian, and seems very sharp, seems crisp.
Because he have in his mind he need to make a statement, and that's what he's trying to do. But I hear exactly what you're saying about the level of competition, the Ray Leonard level and Bernard Hopkins level. And I'll address that next round.
Okay. All right. Boy, you're teasing everything.
No punches.
Code Pink on lookout at Hertz.com. Car reservability at major airports and select vacation locations.
Welcome back to Broadway Boxing, presented by StubHub. Round number 2 underway for Shad Howard in the black and Dmitriy Salita in the blue. At the end of the last round, you teased, Brian, another gem. What do you have?
Well, as you mentioned, yes, I understand exactly what Steve is saying. And he alluded to the fact that you're not Bernard Hopkins. You're not Felix Trinidad. You haven't accomplished anything major to be having off days. But I can touch on my career for a second.
Let go. Don't fuck him up.
I was a highly decorated amateur coming out the amateurs. I won almost everything. I was nationally ranked. I was internationally ranked. I was world ranked. I turned professional. My career wasn't going as planned. Frustrated. Each fight I wasn't. After I say my 4th fight, I wasn't motivated. I wasn't focused because things weren't going the way I wanted. I wanted to get away from my management team. I had no big promoter. So each time I stepped into the ring, I trained hard. Each time I stepped into the ring, mentally I just did not have that edge that I had when I was in the amateur ranks.
Well, in an effort to get that motivation back, Salita has gone back to his roots, back to his old gym, back to his old trainer. Maybe that'll light a fire.
And he's doing tremendous work there. He's
beautiful.
pounding Howard. And, you know, I give Salita a lot of credit here in this respect, too. He's had opponent changes. I'm sure someone from Howard's camp has probably watched Broadway boxing. Boxing people watch boxing, and they've seen Salita.